Howdy, hombres! My name's L.A.zy, and welcome back to Deadly Premonition. So, in the last episode, we were still in the Outworld Art Museum. We did a profiling of the crime that took place in here, and it wasn't pleasant, as always, pretty much. So, with that being said and done, we're still trying to find a way out of here. Okay, let's see. It's too fog, you can't see much. Alright, another padlock. There we go. What do we got behind this door? Let me guess, the Rinko killer is going to be onto us. Moni. Back to the regular gallery. What do you know?
Nick.
Oh, don't tell me he's dead. The victim's above. Oh no. Another one bites it.
Agent Morgan, where are you? Answer me! Come on, open up!
I'm afraid we're too late. The blood trail leads off though.
Diane?
Oh, Diane was her name. I completely forgot about her.
George, call for assistance with the body.
Wait! She's still alive.
I'm guessing not for long.
Diane, don't move. Don't move your hands and stay still.
You can't move that exhibit.
It's no good. It won't budge.
Emily, stand back.
Whoa! This better be worth it.
George, there's not enough time. George, catch us!
Unless she lands on one of the spikes. Oof. Oof. Oh, that's such harsh landing. But is Diane alive though? She looks pretty banged up.
Thomas! Call an ambulance!
What? What?
Agent York, George, are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay. I think I'm too old to be an acrobat, though.
Diane looks okay too. She should be able to tell us who did this to her.
God, I hope so. But you, George, quite a catch. I'm impressed. Hmm?
George?
Are you alright? She got up! It was nothing.
Diane?
The hell?
Oh, yeah. What a beautiful
What the?
We can run through fear
Shh, what? Oh, what in the glory? Her tongue is cut off and she's still speaking. What's gotten into her?
Diane! Stop right there, Nick. You're under arrest for the attempted murder of Diane Ames.
What happened to him?
Back off! Don't touch
Oh no.
Diane, no! Move!
What is happening?
Emily, hurry!
Oh no, we didn't get Diane, did we? Oh shit. Diane's done for. Rigor Mortis is spinning, I guess. This case just keeps getting weirder by each part.
I requested, and Thomas will need a body bag too.
And Nick is the one sobbing.
Nick, quiet.
Can you hear that?
I hear nothing. That's Cason's dog. What?
I think he wants us to follow him. Shall we follow, Zach?
Yeah, let's do so. What the heck just happened? Looks somewhat nervous, though a sense in there is strengthening. Seriously an excellent cook. Whatever. Let's see what the doggo has to tell us. Okay, that's an inappropriate music for the situation like this. Man, I wish, if it ever did happen, a remake of this game. Yeah, boy? Do we just follow you, or...? I'm gonna follow him just for now. Unless, if nothing comes out of it, then I'll follow the blood trail. Well, what's you now, boy? seriously weird seeing Force's dog way out here, especially at a time like this. And there were red petals again, and if you remember correctly, Force Casey sold red saplings. And his dog showed up in the place right after a murder like this. Force is definitely hiding something. The guy's way too cheerful for something like this. Come on, doggo. Where to now? You know what?
Zach, Willie is calling for us.
Willie is his name. Okay, so we can't follow the blood trail then. Willie, aren't you taking us in circles? Well, maybe not. Alright, this door. Damn, he dragged her pretty damn far. Now, like I said, the music could not be any more unfitting to a situation like this. Willie, come on. No time for sniffing and snoffing. Where to now? Willie? Where's the boy? Alright, the trail leads there. There's literally nothing here. Okay. What the hell am I supposed to understand from this? You can't get out. Oh. On close inspection, there are tracks in the floor. Clues, perhaps? Might be able to move the sack. Let's move it. A red sapling. That's definitely one of Casey's.
Willie, are you out there?
The fuck?
Kaysen, what are you doing in there?
York, is that you? Thank God. I can't get this door open. Can you unlock it from your side?
Kaysen, stand away from the door.
What in glorious name? Is that a lipstick mark on your cheek?
Where's Diane? And what are you doing here?
I was going to ask you the same thing.
Well, let's just say I have my reasons, you know, private reasons. I don't really have to tell you, do I?
Actually, you do. Diane just died a moment ago.
What?
Exactly.
You're not just a key witness now. You're now a suspect. And you need to tell me exactly what you were doing here.
Well, I just came here to talk with Diane. To have a conversation.
And I suppose that kiss mark on your cheek is from your conversation.
This was just a spur-of-the-moment thing.
Which is exactly what killed Diane.
Okay. I came here to be with Diane. You happy now?
Anything else beside that?
We've been together before, a couple times. It's one of the reasons why I like coming to this town, see? This time is no different. I bumped into her in a bar in Seattle. I had some holiday coming up. Well, so I just took it and I drove her back here. I have a wife, you know, but we've been separated for a while. We're going through a divorce right now, and I don't want her lawyer finding out.
York is definitely not finding
Anyway,
someone.
how could I kill Diane if I was in a room locked from the outside? 2 hours ago, me and Diane, we were taking it easy, drinking upstairs. We were, you know, enjoying ourselves. Then Nick had to show up. Well, then Diane had a sudden change of heart. She locked me up in here. I've just been here, waiting for her to come back, of course, but she didn't. I heard footsteps a couple of times, but they just passed by. Well, then I couldn't wait anymore, so I let Willie here out through the window. Then you showed up instead of Diane.
Yeah, Diane's dead.
Zach, Diane has become the third victim of our killer. And nada from questioning Nick. Nothing. Got no new leads from questioning Nick. He's taken the death of Diane really badly. In shock, the works. He claims to have liked talking with her about art, but he also had a problem with her views about men. He says that they argued, but not at a level that would lead to a murder. They were about to head out to the bar again together, but while he was waiting for Diane, someone knocked him out cold. He has no idea who it was either. Of course, Kaysen looks like a prime suspect, but that door was locked from the outside. There was no other way in or out of that room, which means there is no evidence of his involvement at this time. He did say something else. The footsteps he heard outside the room were not heels, but a man's boots. And Nick was wearing boots. But now that Diane's dead, no one can back up Nick's statement, which is why we have Nick in custody and have to let Kaysen go free. That seemed like the only option, at least for now. One more thing, Zach. George looked terribly depressed. I guess this case is really getting to him. He's feeling responsible for the deaths of Becky and Diane. Take his rules and confidence away from him? I wonder what's left. Well, of course, he'd still have muscle.
That was damn strange. Number continues 3. 20. $12,000 already. Notice, safe completed. Candy pickles will satisfy a small amount of your hunger. So basically we got nothing out of following Nick to the art museum. We got knocked out cold in case said he was locked from the outside. But there was nobody to back up Nick's alibi.
Zach, let's get back to the hotel. First Anna, then Becky, now Diane. I'm not looking forward to writing this investigation report.
Agent Morgan. York. Do you have a moment?
What is it, George?
There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Do you have any time later?
Can't we just do it here?
If possible, I'd like to go to a bar. Of course, we don't really have to.
I mean, we can.
A bar? Now that sounds like a good idea. Zach, what do you think? We can go drinking with George, or turn him down and head back to the hotel.
Let's go for a drink. Let's see what he has to say. I mean, not a bad idea to build a bond. Let's see what's on his mind. Country Ham is last my mind. Episode 2, Part 2.
George, that scar on your cheek. Where did you get it?
This? Didn't I tell you? Well, it's not from work. I got it when I was a kid.
A childhood injury. Tree climbing? I used to get a few scrapes myself climbing the big tree in our backyard. I used to climb it a lot. And fall out of it a lot.
This wasn't anything like that, though. It was my mother. She did it.
I'm sorry, George.
Don't worry. It's ancient history. The world is flooded with unreasonable violence. The strong overpower the weak, adults over children, men over women, and criminals over their victims. I have no memories of my father. He left before I knew him. My mother would hit me every time I asked why. And it didn't stop there. If I ate too slow, left my shoes scattered around, TV volume too loud, she found reasons to hit me. Hit me bad.
Jeez.
The worst was what she called the tree punishment. She'd whip my back with these thin tree branches like a
Oh,
whip.
God.
Please, Mama. I won't do it again. That hurts, Mama. I'm sorry, please. I'm sorry.
That's so messed up. Jesus.
Tree punishment was definitely the worst, I tell
I
you.
believe that.
Just hearing those words used to make me shiver and want to pass out. And that's why I didn't want to show you those scars on my back. Every time after the tree punishment, she'd always say the same thing. This is hurting the tree more than it is hurting you. And me, being a naive, dumb kid, I believed her. I went to the woods to apologize to the trees.
Jeez. God damn it, George.
I kept asking myself, why is she hurting me this way? I thought long and hard about it. In the end, I just figured I'm weaker than her. That's why. It's the law of Mother Nature at work. The strong eat the weak.
But now, you have the power to protect the weak.
That's right. Perhaps I should thank my mother for guiding me into this line of work. York. I've been an arrogant fool, haven't I? And if it weren't for me, both Becky and Diane would still be alive. I could have saved them both. You know, it's almost like they died because of me.
You're out of your mind.
I invited you to this bar for a drink. But I guess this bar is my confession chamber. And I wanted you to listen. And to tell you, well, you must already hate me for causing all these problems and not following your orders. York, I'm sorry. I'll follow your orders from now on. You'll have my total cooperation.
George, you've been as cooperative as you can be. You even invited an FBI guy to a bar for drinks. You've done a good job protecting this town. And the folks here respect you for that. Nobody can blame you for anything.
Thanks. I do feel a little better.
I mean, those scars were a little bit of a dead giveaway, but it's still like. Wait, we can talk to him?
Since we're here, why don't you talk to a few other people? I'll just finish off my drink.
Sure.
Let me know before you leave, okay?
Let's see who we can talk to. Folks here should drink a lot. She might be the main reason they come here, too. Just one of the regular patrons, not all in case, I figure. Carol! A diva and her own boss at her age? Impressive. Character-wise, stark contrast to Brooklyn Thomas. So what you gotta say?
Hey, Carol. Becky is dead.
Way to
Diane,
start
too.
off a conversation.
We've got Nick in custody as a suspect.
Nick didn't do it.
I know. Carol, you took a locket from Diane, didn't you? A locket with this mark on it.
You're not showing the right way of the photograph.
I'm busy, gotta go.
That conversation amounts to nothing. Time for her to sing. Her lyrics kind of don't match to her animations a little bit, but still, the song is good. I wonder how long the song goes for, though. Seems pretty long. Just when I ask that, she finishes. She has an amazing singing voice, though. Backstage she goes. Alright. Ouch. I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. Let's see. You can't climb up. Brother's at the sheriff's department, isn't he? Poor guy, having to watch over Nick who didn't even do anything. I mean, that's his job. Feeling that I forgot something, Zach. Forgot something. What could it be? Let's see what we got here. More stabilizer. More costumes. Oh, we can't change. Okay. There's nothing inside it. Store leads to a storage room. Want to have a drink up for the counter. Let's see, who else can we talk to here? You definitely can't talk to the piano guy. Anything you can say?
Sorry to keep you waiting, boys.
Sack. Emily is already a goddess of the forest.
That's Emily. Well, show us.
Let's forget work for a bit and drink a little, shall we?
Why not?
York?
Go ahead.
Why is she here?
I just thought the more the merrier. You know, to relax and get loose. Is this a problem?
No, of course not. Pardon me, Emily, but I'm pooped. I think I'll just call it a night.
George, I just got here and you're walking out on me?
Let the guy
I was
rest.
hoping the three of us could have a drink and let out a little steam.
Let the guy rest.
I'm afraid I've already had enough. And I already had a good man-to-man with York. So I'll see you guys.
Have a good night's sleep, okay, Georgie? You deserve it. Especially what you just told me. It's so, like, fucked up. A kid goes through abuse and it goes, like, and it stays with him mentally,
I
right
think
until
George likes you,
adulthood.
but he's avoiding you all at the same time.
How astute.
There's a reason?
Nothing worth going into. It's a thing of the past. Okay. He did ask me out when I first came to town. I was still in high school. But I never really considered him my type. And there's the age gap thing, too. I respect him, of course. I wouldn't have taken this job otherwise.
So, did you move to this town alone?
Of course not. I came with my parents.
Tell me about them then.
Sure, why not? My dad dealt in stocks in New York.
Mm-hmm.
He was hardly at home when I was a kid,
A
always
businessman.
working. Those pieces of paper were far more important to him than I was. Which is no different now, really. I don't see much of him. My mother? Totally different story. A wonderful person that I still respect. She was always kind and understanding. Not only that, but she would always help me find my way. She could be fierce, too, scolding me if I took a wrong step. We had our battles, sure, but all in all, she was a wonderful mother.
Past tense?
Yeah, she's gone now. Cancer, just before I graduated high school. She gave this to me just before she died. I take it with me wherever I go. It's what I treasure most.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure she's very proud of you.
Okay, we got both of their stories, and I think we're a little bit closer to both George and Hannah. Now, wherever the heck it's gonna end up next. I again thought it was gonna crash.
I had a good time tonight. Good night,
See you tomorrow.
York.
Yes?
Please, don't lie to us, okay?
I won't. Don't worry. I won't.
How many cigarettes have you got into that tube? Probably at least about 10 during the course of this game. Okay, what's now? Oh, wait. What time is it? Oh, it's gonna be nighttime soon. Alright, let's get going. For the hour that sets in. Okay, 700 yards away. Any talks with Zach? We can get a little bit more tidbits.
So, where shall we go next?
Probably wherever the hell that points to. I mean, where else can we go? Ah, shit. What is exactly over there, by the way? Alright, it's probably the hotel that we're going to. I have a very short-term memory. I keep forgetting things way too quickly. Alright, and... Oh, wait, maybe this is... Oh, it's our house, probably. This launch patrol car will come soon. It's for an emergency. Alright, time to write a report. Where TJ? I like how he's also old-fashioned. He uses a typewriter instead of, like, a laptop or anything.
Zach, let's go over our progress. From what Olivia told us, and the sketchbook we found at Becky's house, Nick and Diane became our primary suspects. There were a couple of reasons for this. First, Becky gave the missing locket to Diane. Also, Nick has no alibi for when Anna and Becky were killed. We followed Nick to the art gallery, which led us, unfortunately, to our third victim. The third victim, Diane, was strung up in the entrance hall of the art gallery. Her hands were tied and a knife was sticking out of her chest. However, there was a marked difference from the previous crimes. Do you remember what that was, Zach?
Let's see.
That's right. Diane was still alive. This suggests that very little time had passed since the crime was committed. Which means the criminal was still close by. It was someone near the scene. There are two possible candidates. Nick, who was knocked out in the entrance, and one other. Zach, who was the other person in the gallery?
That's easy. Worst case.
That's right, Casey. We followed Willie, good dog, all the way to him. Cason's statement came out as follows. He and Diane were in a physical relationship. That was why he visited the gallery. The two were in the middle of such a meeting when Nick showed up. Diane lost her cool and shut Cason up in the basement. Now, what did Cason hear when he was locked up?
Boots.
That's it. The sound of boots passing by. Nick was wearing boots that day, which means it was likely that Diane met with Nick in her room. Nick said he argued verbally with Diane about her playing around with men, but they eventually decided to go out drinking to make up. However, immediately after that, Nick was attacked by someone in the entrance hall and knocked unconscious. We saw the rest. Zach, do you think that Nick is our serial killer?
I don't think so. No, I really doubt it.
Me too. Usha sent in a report too. He found a large volume of red seeds in Diane's stomach. This confirms her as a victim of the raincoat killer. Remaining leads. There is the locket, which is in Carol's possession, the man with the tattooed back, and the upside-down peace sign. There's a lot left to answer.
Indeed.
I hope the coffee will give us more guidance tomorrow.
That's it. End of report.
Zach, what did you think about George pouring his heart out? I was surprised. It's the end of a monarchy. And he called me York instead of Agent Morgan.
Who's that? Swear to God, it's the Raincoat Killer. Oh, Hannah.
Emily?
Oh,
What's
I
going on?
completely.
Do you know what time it is?
I'm sorry.
Emily.
I couldn't sleep, so I was drinking
I'm
alone.
dumb. I apologize. It's Emily.
My mother was a very kind woman. She always smiled so brightly. Baked cakes and cookies every day. She'd say that I needed the sugar because I spent so much time thinking. My father was always quiet. We never talked much. He was a federal agent, just like me. And he was hardly ever at home. The only words he ever had for me were harsh ones. I had a vivid imagination, and I remember he once said this to me. There are plenty of crazy things in this world. You don't have to go dreaming them up. And it's my job to make sense out of them. One day you'll understand what I'm saying. I found out later that my father was one of the first to ever use criminal profiling to catch bad guys. And so now I'm doing exactly the same job that he did. Like father, like son.
Can I ask you something?
Shoot.
Mind if it's something personal?
Fire away.
Who's Zach?
You don't ask about Zach.
Zach is a friend of mine.
Oh, so you do have friends.
Yeah. He's my only friend.
What kind of person is he then?
Well, I've never seen his face. But he's always with me, and we discuss everything.
When did you become friends?
A long time ago. Back when I was a child.
Okay, this is rather interesting. Whoa. Wow.
I was 7. I woke up one morning to hear my mother crying in the living room. This wasn't normal, so I headed in to see her. My father was there pointing a gun at my mother. I was so scared. I closed my eyes, so I don't remember much more. But I do remember the words my father said to me. At times we must purge things from this world because they should not exist, even if it means losing someone that you love. When I came back to my senses, they were both dead. He shot my mother and then killed himself.
God damn.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Don't worry about it. Zach's with me. It was around that time that we became friends. I'm here. I'm with you, he said. I'll be here always. We can get through this together. Quite aside from that terrible scene in front of me, that voice seemed to make me calmer. And here we are, working together, getting through things. This is the first time I've ever told anyone about this. I wonder if Zach will get angry.
That's a sad story. But I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but I'm sure there was a reason for what your father did.
I know. I think maybe I became an agent to find out why he did what he did.
Oh yeah, York, I forgot to thank you.
Thank me? For what?
You saved my life. If you didn't save me at the gallery, I would have died along with Diane.
Hey, no problem.
No need to thank me for that. I'm pretty useless. I couldn't save Becky. I couldn't save Diane.
What did you just say? Useless? I was never expecting to hear you say that. Huh. There might be a modest guy in you after all.
Finally, you noticed? You're a little slow, aren't you?
And there they go.
Maybe hopeless, but not useless.
I actually like this episode. There was quite a bit of backstory
Zach.
for everything.
Do you think Emily got home safely? Anyway, I think it's more serious of a situation than I thought. Do you remember? Our conversation with Emily. She's really interested in you. I think she's starting to have certain feelings for you. If that's the case, Zach, you and I are rivals. This is a very serious situation indeed. Well, if it comes to that, let it be a fair fight. Agreed?
And I believe that's the end of the chapter.
Thomas! Thomas! Let me out of here! Come on, please!
The outworld music is playing.
Just for a moment. 1 second. Hate it. Here, Thomas. I think I'm going mad. I know you're there. Come on, please.
Lights, quite a weird echo though.
Thomas. 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 Thomas.
What is happening? Jesus Lord. The guy with that scar on his back. Ooh, that's the BDSM here. So pretty much the situation isn't getting any better. Alright. Payment rewarded, 230. Yeah, we don't need that much more money. Episode 2 cleared. Zach View.
Previously during the investigation.
So, you want to find out everything there is to know about Diane?
Agent York, Nick is leaving the bar.
Wait! She's still alive.
Stop right there, Nick. You're under arrest for the attempted murder of Diane Ames. Emily, hurry!
You saved my life.
No need to thank me for that. I'm pretty useless. I couldn't save Becky. I couldn't save Diane.
Jesus, again I got scared. Every time it either blacks out or whites out, I get scared. God damn. Okay, you know what? I'm actually gonna end this end this video here. So we got a little bit of backstory to Emily, to George, to York over here. And it's been a pretty sad episode because not only Diane got killed, but we also got a bit of a sad backstory featuring the 3 characters. But, and we're not even getting anywhere close to resoluting our case, or maybe we are and I just don't know. But still, it's getting pretty darker the further we go. So, without further ado, that's it for this video. Thank you all who watched, and hopefully, I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye!